Leading off and playing third base, number 11, Mima Doucette. Third base, Doucette. Batting second and playing first base, number 16, Madison Monson. First base, Monson. Batting third and playing left field, number 2, Emily Henderson. Left field, Henderson. Batting fourth and playing right field, number 22, Allie Howard. Right field, Howard. Batting fifth and the designated player, number 21, Lakin Wales. Designated player, Wales. Batting sixth and playing catcher, number 15, Haley Godot. Catcher, Godot. Batting seventh and playing second base, number 8, Darian Doucette. Second base, Doucette. Batting eighth and playing center field, number 5, Sierra Gasca. Center field, Gasca. Batting ninth and playing shortstop, number 7, Mackenzie Keene. Shortstop, Keene. Playing the flex position is the pitcher, number 14, Morgan Latour. Pitcher, Latour. The head coach for LSU-Eunice is Andy Lee. He is assisted by Logan Abear and Steven Swallow and the rest of the LSU-Eunice squad. The home team on the scoreboard, Jones County Junior College, the number 1 seed in the tournament, ranked number 4 nationally with a record of 47-3. Leading off and playing center field, number 23, Kelsha Lofton. Center field, Lofton. Batting second and playing shortstop, number 14, Taylor Murray. Shortstop, Murray. Batting third and playing third base, number 16, Emily Robinson. Third base, Robinson. Batting fourth and playing second base, number 12, Callie Venable. Second base, Venable. Batting fifth, the designated player, number 11, Hallie Donald. The DP, Donald. Batting sixth and playing first base, number 24, McKenna Sykes. First base, Sykes. Batting seventh and playing catcher, number 30, Faith Denton. Catcher, Denton. Batting eighth and playing right field, number 18, Gracie McCleskey. Right field, McCleskey. Batting ninth and playing left field, number 22, Sarah Brock. Left field, Brock. The flex position is the pitcher, number 29, Madison Burge. The pitcher, Burge. The head coach for Jones is Chris Robinson, and he is assisted by Bob Harrington, the associate head coach, and Katie Durham. Ladies and gentlemen, would you rise, remove your cap or headgear for our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
This broadcast on letsgoicctv.com is presented by Renasant Bank, Little Caesars, Food Giant, the Sonic of Fulton, your Etowah County Farm Bureau agent Joey Cox, the ICC BSU, Bank of Okolona, Legend Sports Grill, the ICC Wesley Foundation, Choice Pawn, Kegel Eye Center, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the ICC Alumni Association, and the ICC Foundation.
Need money now? Get a Choice Pawn loan on things you already own, like guns, boats, campers, trailers, recreational vehicles, and just about everything else. Get a loan from Choice Pawn in Fulton and Tupelo. Get cash today. ChoicePawn.com.
Wow. Sonic Nights is the highlight of the summer.
Oh, yeah. There's probably some pretty big names here checking out these half-price floats.
Oh, everyone who's anyone is here tonight. Look, there are those two guys.
What are they famous for?
Huh. I think for eating here all the time.
Are we good at eating here or what?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, come on.
For a limited time, get real ice cream slushes, shakes, and floats half price after 8 p.m. during Sonic Nights. This is how you Sonic.
At Food Giant, serving you is our #1 priority. We offer the freshest produce, highest quality meats, tasty baked goods, and the best meats and cheeses in our deli department. At Food Giant, you'll always find a staff member eager to help you find exactly what you need. Freshness, variety, value. Shop Food Giant today with several locations in North Mississippi.
I could get the extra most bestest with the most cheese and the most pepperoni for $6. Or I could get a pizza with less toppings for more money.
Get the most cheese and most pepperoni for the nation's best price. Little Caesars large $6 extra most bestest.
Pizza.
And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, as we get set for the Renasant Bank opening pitch here between LSU-Eunice and Jones County in the first of 3 games this afternoon. The Renasant Bank opening pitch coming your way at 12:57. That's a 12:57 opening pitch coming your way. RenasantBank.com. Renasant Bank, understanding you. That first pitch goes for a strike. That pitch outside corner for a ball. 1-1 is the count. This is Burge inside the circle for Jones. You heard the Coca-Cola starting lineups called before the start of the game. Jones is the home team on the scoreboard. Eunice is the visitors. Of course, the winner of this game will go ahead and punch their ticket to the national tournament next week in Clinton. They'll also head to the region tournament championship as the count now goes 1-2 here to Mima Doucette, the third baseman. Pitch coming, and that one missing low for a ball. 2-2 now is the count. We do want to welcome everyone tuning in support of Jones and LSU-Eunice here on Let'sGoICCTV.com. We'll have all 3 games coming your way this afternoon. 2-2 pitch coming. Grounder, second baseman gets it, throws over in time for the putout. 4-3 for those of you that may be scoring at home. So Doucette retired.
Number 16.
And now this is going to bring up Munson, the first baseman here for Eunice with 1 out and nobody on. The next game coming your way will be ICC and East Central in the first elimination game of the tournament. Is that pitch across? And wow, call that one a strike. Looked to be up a little bit, but enough of the zone to warrant the strike call. 0-1 is the count here to Munson. Henderson is on deck for Eunice. Scoreless here in the top of the first. That pitch missing. 1-1 now is the count. 1 out, nobody on here after Doucette led things off. She grounded out to the second baseman. So Burge is getting set to dig in here. A grounder right back to the second baseman again. A little bit of a fumble with it. Was able to find it and toss it over for the putout for out number 2. Back-to-back putouts, 4-3 for those of you that may be scoring at home.
Eunice, number 2, Emily Henderson.
And so now for Eunice, this will be Henderson, the left fielder, coming to the plate. And she'll look to spark a 2-out rally here in the top of the first. Well, it's going to be an absolute beautiful day for softball. No clouds in the sky. The only problem is the temperatures are going to creep into the low to mid 90s is what the forecast said. So, yeah, going to be a hot one this afternoon here in Fulton. You hear the wind blowing. It's been blowing in to the ballpark all tournament as this pitch has popped up. Trouble here. Right fielder, though, is going to come in and make the catch. Looked like it was going to drop, but carried a little bit further. Right fielder was able to come in and get the put out for a 3-up, 3-down inning. Quickly goes Eunice. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this on Let'sGoICCTV.com.
What's better than waiting in line at the bank? Literally everything. Renasant Bank's mobile check deposit lets you take care of checks wherever you want. Click on Deposit Check in the Renasant mobile app. Read and hit Continue on the bottom of the notice page. Sign it. Write your name, account number, and for mobile deposit only on the back. Photograph it, front and back, so we know it's real. Type in the amount, choose the account to deposit into, click Continue, and go on your way. You'll receive an email that is being processed, but hold on to the hard copy until the check clears, and then rip it up and throw it away. So what are you waiting for? Download the Renasant mobile banking app and make waiting in line a thing of the past. Check, phone, check. Renasant Bank, understanding you. Member FDIC.
Best tailgate, brisket.
No, real football y pollo asado.
Hoops and wings.
Burgers.
7-layer dip.
Hummus.
What?
You need a hot grill.
And an ice-cold Coke.
It's got to be cold.
It's tailgating 101.
Jones County, number 23, Kelshaw Lofton.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we get set here for the bottom of the first inning, scoreless after a 3-up, 3-down top half of the inning for Eunice. It'll be Lofton, Murray, and Robinson due up here for Jones County. As we said, the winner of this game not only advances to the region championship, but they also go ahead and punch their tickets to next week's national tournament down in Clinton. Two teams advance from this one. Now the loser, though, however, will have to go ahead and play again at 5 o'clock for their chance to make the national tournament. As that pitch missing low. And 1-1 now goes the count. Lofton, extremely speedy. Looks at that pitch inside for a strike. 1-2 now is the count here on Lofton. Anticipate a very, very good ball game between these two teams. Of course, Jones holds the advantage over Eunice from the regular season. They played at the beginning of the season and at Jones, and listening to the Eunice PA guy before the game said that they were hampered by a good bit of errors. I think they combined for close to 11 errors in those two losses to Jones, so they're wanting to redeem themselves here. 1-2 pitch coming. This pitch popped up right to the middle of the field, and it's going to be the second baseman coming over to get the put out for the first out of the inning, and now that's going to bring up the shortstop, Murray.
14, Taylor Murray.
And so Murray will dig in here with one out in the inning and nobody on base. Good crowd making their way out here to Fulton for the early game today. Pitch a little too inside for the umpire's liking. Ball 1. We do anticipate that crowd to grow as the day continues, especially when ICC scheduled for that 3 o'clock game. That pitch missing low. 2-0 now is the count here to Murray. One out, nobody on here. A very busy day on campus. Had our graduation practice this morning. This fly ball out to left field and nicely makes a little sliding catch for the second out. Thought that one might have had a chance to get out of the ballpark, but a nice job out there by Henderson in left field. Covered a lot of territory to go out there and make that catch, and kind of made a slide at the end. Don't know if the slide was necessary, if she was thinking she might have been a little bit closer to the fence than she actually was. And now this is going to be Robinson at the plate, and she is going to be hit by a pitch. So hit by the pitch, and that's going to bring up the second baseman, Venable.
Callie Venable.
So Venable will dig in with 2 outs and a runner over at first. Robinson just taking a few extra steps to walk that one off. So Venable, the second baseman, trying to spark a 2-out rally here. Looks at that pitch and takes it for a strike. So 0-1 is the count here to Venable. We're scoreless in the bottom of the first after a 3-up, 3-down inning by Eunice in the top half. A hit by pitch has extended this inning, and that pitch trails in a little too much on the batter. As Venable takes that one for a ball. 1-1 now is the count. Try to pump up our crowd mic a little bit, give you a little bit more noise as this pitch is fouled out of play down the right field side. And so now 1-2 is the count here on Venable. So Venable will dig in with a 1-2 count, 2 outs and a runner at first, bottom of the first, scoreless. Pitch coming, that's going to be a liner right back up the middle, a base hit, the first hit of the day. And Venable coming through in the clutch for Jones. Let's take a look at that on the Little Caesars instant
Now
replay.
batting for Jones County, the designated player.
And the first hit of the game, and now this is going to be Donald coming to the plate. And so Jones trying to make Eunice pay for that miscue when they hit. Robinson with the pitch, a nice strong hit right back up the middle by Venable, and now here comes trouble. And Hallie Donald as she takes that pitch on the outside corner for a strike. 0-1 now is the count. Well, Donald can hit for some power. And boy, she tried to do it there. She took her head off that one and swings and miss. 0-2 now is the count. Boy, this could be a big-time Renasant Bank strikeout here. If Eunice can get out of this without any damage done. That pitch missing low for a ball. 1-2 now is the count. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Pitch coming. Inside. Oh, borderline pitch, not going the way of the Bengals. And 2-2 now is the count. That looked like a pretty good pitch to ring her up on there, but instead called it a ball. Evens up the count now at 2-2. Donald fouls that one forward. A slow roller is going to have to hurry. Throw over in time. Nicely done by the catcher, Godot, to be able to get out of the inning with no damage done. We've played 1. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this on Let'sGoICCTV.com.
What if Mississippi's community and junior colleges didn't exist? You'd see a much different Mississippi, one without these degrees. And the jobs that come from them. One where many would fail to get a higher education because affordable community and junior college is their only hope. We're in danger of this happening thanks to state budget cuts. In fact, Mississippi once ranked #1 in America's community and junior college systems. #1. But now has slipped out of the top 10, way out, which is already a consequence of budget cuts. So, what if community and junior colleges didn't exist? If budget cuts continue, we may well find out. Contact your legislator and tell them to support Mississippi's community and junior colleges.
Best tailgate, brisket.
No, real football y pollo asado.
Hoops and wings.
Burgers.
7-layer dip.
Hummus.
What?
You need a hot grill.
And an ice-cold Coke.
It's got to be cold.
It's Tailgate 101.
Shine.
Leading off for LSU-Eunice, number 22, Allie Howard.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of time allowed there between innings for the umpires. This is going to be the 4, 5, 6 batters due up here for Eunice. They went 3 up, 3 down in the top part of the first. It'll be Howard, Wells, and Godot due up here. This pitch popped up and out of play. The count evens up at 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike, no outs. As Howard leading things off here. That pitch up high for a ball, and 2-1 now goes the count. So 2 balls, 1 strike, no outs as Howard leading us off here in the top of the second. Pops this one up. Right fielder is going to camp underneath it and squeeze it for the putout. Well, just about everything, actually everything Eunice has hit so far has been to the right side of the field. A pair of ground balls to second base and then a pair of fly balls out to right field. So now this is going to bring up the DP, Wales, to the plate. Wales takes a look at that pitch, missing low for a ball. 1-0 is the count. Well, if you're planning on to make your way out to the ballpark, you've got plenty of time to get out here. We've got 2 more games to go today. Only costs $5 to get in for the entire day of softball. As this pitch popped up, it's headed out to the right fielder. It's back and to the warning track and squeezes it for the putout. That is 3 straight putouts out there in right field by McCleskey.
LSU-Eunice, number 15.
And once again, everything going to that right side of the field for Eunice here early on, and now this is going to be Godot, the catcher, coming to the plate. Stands in, takes that first pitch for a strike. 0-1 is the count. There's 2 outs, nobody on here for Eunice. Scoreless after 1 inning. We're in the top of the second. Eunice is the visitors on the scoreboard after the coin toss this morning. This pitch popped up, out of play. And 0-2 now is the count. So 0-2 with 2 outs and nobody on here. Godot is trying to extend this inning here. 0-2 pitch coming. Pops this one up and it's going to get back and out of play, and we'll stay at 0-2. Well, as we see the crowd continuing to make its way into the ballpark, we anticipate that throughout the afternoon. The next game is scheduled for 3 o'clock. And we haven't been on schedule for the most part. Not only this tournament, but also the state tournament, as that one's popped out of play. 0-2 will stay the count now. So softball, which you usually could get games over with inside 2 hours without a problem, now averaging right around that 215, 220 per game. So 0-2 is the count. Pitch coming. This one popped up. Second baseman's going to come over and squeeze it for the putout. So another 3 up, 3 down inning. Everything going to the right side of the field here for Eunice. As we'll move to the bottom of the second. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this on Let'sGoICCTV.com.
So you took Little Caesar's Extra Most Bestest pizza that has the most cheese and pepperoni at the nation's best price, and then stuffed more cheese into the crust?
Yep, it's got 3 feet of cheese stuffed in the crust.
Huh.
Added more cheese to the pizza with the most cheese. Added more cheese to the pizza with the most cheese. They added more cheese to their pizza with
Poor guy. Couldn't wrap his mind around all that cheese.
They added.
Get a large Little Caesar's Extra Most Bestest stuffed crust pepperoni pizza for $9. Pizza.
This broadcast on Let'sGoICCTV.com is presented by Renasant Bank, Little Caesars, Food Giant, the Sonic of Fulton, your Etowah County Farm Bureau agent Joey Cox, the ICC BSU, Bank of Okolona, Legend Sports Grill, the ICC Wesley Foundation, Choice Palm, Kegel Eye Center, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the ICC Alumni Association, and the ICC Foundation.
And welcome back now as we move to the bottom of the second inning.
McKenna Sykes.
Scoreless. As it'll be the 6, 7, 8 batters due up here for Jones, Sykes, Ditton, and McCleskey. This pitch popped up and it could stay in play. First baseman going over, giving chase, but just couldn't quite find it. Off the glove of the first baseman. Not familiar with the field. She didn't know how much more space she had right there in front of the dugout. She looked down at the last second to try to position herself, and I think taking her eye off the ball, it kind of moved a little bit as the wind is blowing into the ballpark. Pretty steady this afternoon. So a break there for Jones. That pitch across for a strike. 0-2 now is the count here to Sykes, the first baseman. This one, fly ball down the right field line, is going to get out of play. Actually a nice play out there in the dugout by the pitcher getting loose for Jones. She was able to squeeze that one, although she was not part of the field. Quickly relayed it back into the Eunice right fielder. So 0-2 stays the count here on Sykes. This pitch ripped right back up the middle, and did she catch it is the question. I think she caught the ball. Let's look at that on the replay. She caught the ball. She caught the ball looking at the replay. And one of those, it was bang bang, so not sure if they're going to come out and argue this. She caught the ball. Of course, they don't have the benefit of instant replay. And the home plate umpire is going to quickly turn Coach Lee back to the dugout.
Now batting for Jones County, number 18.
Unless they saw something that I didn't see.
McCleskey.
That looked like a catch, so instead of a catch now, it goes down as an error. And that was one thing that haunted Eunice against Jones in their first game of the year. Was errors, and that was the first one, and now this is going to be another hit by pitch. And so now we go to the number 8 batter in the lineup. This is going to be McCleskey. So Jones with a pretty good opportunity here in the bottom of the second after that
Now
lead.
batting for Jones County,
I'm going to go ahead and call that a
22.
break for Eunice because that looked to be a catch at the shoestrings of the shortstop to lead off the inning. Instead, it turned into an error. Now Brock is going to show bunt, and she attempts at it. And so that goes for strike one. So McCleskey takes that first pitch for a strike. No outs. Runners on first and second. It's going to square to bunt. And misses on that one, 0-2. Now this is something we saw during the state tournament that Jones kind of struggled at. Is getting some bunts down. And 0-2 is the count, so you figure the bunt is going to be off here. So the 0-2 pitch coming, and ooh, that one missing low. 1-2 now is the count. Well, Latour got her back against the wall here for Eunice, trying to find that first out. This pitch lifted. Left fielder's going to chase over, and is going to be caught in fair territory, just in fair territory for the first out. Runner unable to advance from second. And so one out now in the inning, and this is going to bring
Now
up the number 9
batting for
batter,
Jones
left fielder
County,
Brock.
Number 22, Sarah Brock.
So one out in the inning now, and Brock will try to get something going here for the Bobcats. Scoreless here in the bottom of the second, but Jones County threatening. This pitch fouled back for strike one. Well, the wind's gusting pretty well. It's going to either blow into the field or basically be blowing from center field over to the first base dugout. Or almost foul pole to foul pole right now. So the wind is gusting throughout the day. That pitch missing outside. 1-1 now is the count. So this field plays a little bit bigger than it looks. It's 200 down the line, 220 to center. But with the wind typically blowing into the ballpark all year round, plays a little bit larger than that. That pitch up high for a ball. 2-1 now is the count. So 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Runners on first and second here for Jones County. And that pitch missing high. Got to be careful here for Eunice. 3-1 now is the count to Brock. Don't want to load the bases and get back to the top of the lineup because that's where Jones can do some damage. So 3-1 is the count. Latour gets set to deliver. And she walks her. Ball 4. Now bases are full of Bobcats. A crucial moment of the ball game right here. One thing though for Eunice, you can now get the force home. And do you want to gamble to see if you can turn 2 to get out of the inning with no damage done? That would be huge. So this is going to be Lofton at the plate. She popped up to second. Swings on the first pitch, misses for strike 1. Looked like she was expecting rise ball. That one fell off the table. Just couldn't quite adjust to it. 0-1 is the count. And that pitch right down the middle. Good job by Latour, just muscling up and finding the zone there. 0-2 now is the count. So the 0-2 pitch coming. This one fouled back out of play, and we'll stay at 0-2. So this is Lofton at the plate. RBI opportunity. If she can get something down to the gap, probably got a chance to score 2. So waiting the 0-2 pitch here, and there's liner right up the middle. Shortstop gets 1. And that's going to score a run. What a play by the second baseman. I think I said it was right back to the shortstop, but it was off the glove of the pitcher. Let's look back at that one. What a play. Although it does allow a run to score, as it will be a fielder's choice. 4-6 on the play. That allows Sykes to score. Brock is retired on the fielder's choice. This ball, fly ball to left field, and is going to be squeezed for the out. So if you're Eunice right now, you're not upset that you only allowed 1 run to score in that situation, as it's 1-0 Jones County. We're going to take a break and be back with more right after this on Let'sGoICCTV.com.
The longer a person has diabetes, the more likely they are to develop diabetic retinopathy. If left untreated, diabetic retinopathy can lead to blindness. That's why it's important for diabetics to have a comprehensive eye examination with dilation once a year. I'm Dr. Laurie Cagle of Cagle Eye Center in Fulton. We offer comprehensive eye exams to provide diagnosis and treatment of various eye diseases. Browse our large selection of frames available in prescription and non-prescription. Call to schedule your appointment today at Cagle Eye Center in Fulton.
That is, for me, one of the greatest attributes about ICC, because it was challenging. It's still challenging in the classroom, but the classes are small enough where you know the teacher by name, the teacher knows you by name, and you're not just another number. The teachers you can talk to them, and they know you, and they know kind of what your needs are, where you struggle in class, where you excel in class, and they give you office hours, and you can go by at any point in time. And I know I had a friend at one point, and her grandmother had passed away, and she had a test the next morning, and the teacher said, well, meet me up here at 9 o'clock at night. And that's just something that you get at ICC that you won't get anywhere else.
At Food Giant, serving you is our #1 priority. We offer the freshest produce, highest quality meats, tasty baked goods, and the best meats and cheeses in our deli department. At Food Giant, you'll always find a staff member eager to help you find exactly what you need. Freshness, variety, value. Shop Food Giant today with several locations in North Mississippi.
The
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we move now to the top of the third inning. 1-0 as Jones was able to cash in on that error by the shortstop after a fielder's choice by Lofton. But if you're Eunice,
leading off for LSU,
if you say you load the bases with only one out in the inning and give up one run to Jones, you'll probably take that. So this will be Darian Doucette, the second baseman. The 7, 8, 9 batters due up here for Eunice. Eunice still looking for their first hit of the contest after back-to-back 3-up, 3-down innings. So Doucette, the second baseman, will dig in here. Takes that first pitch outside for a ball. So 1-0 is the count here to Doucette. Gasca and King due up here for the Bengals. Swung on, a heavy swing there, missing for strike one. 1-1 now is the count. This is Burge inside the circle for Jones. Everything she has given up today has been hit, but everything's been to the right side of the field. They're swinging strike two. 2 ground balls to the second baseman, 3 straight fly balls out to right field, and then a pop-up to second. This is what she's done so far. So if you're looking at a heating chart, the right side of the field is on fire. There's an ice cube on the left side of the field. That pitch missing for a ball. 2-2 now is the count. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. This pitch foul back, and we'll do it all over again. So 2-2 is the count here on Doucette. And there's a shot up the middle and a diving effort. Couldn't quite get to it, and that's going to be a base hit. Another nice effort over there by the shortstop. We saw one that we thought was caught, but the umpiring crew said it was not. So Doucette gets the first hit of the day for Eunice, and now this is going to bring up the center fielder, Gasca. Gasca batting in that number 8 spot, playing center field. Looked like she was going to square the bunt. Takes that first pitch on the outside corner for a strike. So Doucette getting the hit there after a nice effort at shortstop to try to make the diving stop. Couldn't come up with the ball. So runner at first with no outs. 0-1 is the count. Bunt is laid down. Sacrifice bunt is executed to perfection as the runner moves over to second. So that sacrifice bunt there, 5-3 on the putout. That sacrifice bunt being brought to you by the ICC Baptist Student Union. Reminded you of the ultimate sacrifice paid for our sins. That is the ICC BSU. You can follow them on Twitter at ICC BSU. So now this is going to be the number 9 batter, the shortstop, King, coming to the plate. King takes that pitch for a strike. 1-0 is your score as a runner at second for Eunice. That's Doucette, who started the inning off with a single off the glove of a diving shortstop for Jones. That pitch across, carbon copy of the last pitch, and it goes for a strike. Ooh, got to be careful throwing that ball back to your pitcher there by Denton, as Burge had to kind of climb the ladder to go get that one. If not, it gets away as the second baseman was covering second base on that one. 0-2 pitch coming. That one, nearly got her looking. Good looking pitch there. Missing a little low. Not a bad spot to miss though. 1-2 now is the count. So 1 out, runner on second. King, the shortstop. Ground ball right back to the pitcher, and it's going to be tossed over for the putout. Almost as effective as a sacrifice bunt there. So now it's going to come up with a 2-out hit here by Eunice to see if they can get this run to score.
The top of the order.
1-3 on the putout of King. As we go back to the top lineup here for Mima Doucette is Darian Doucette over at third. So Mima would love to be able to tie this ball game up here with a hit. That pitch missing for a ball. 1-0 is the count. 2 outs in the inning, 2 out hits. That has been the story of not only this tournament, the state tournament last week. Whoever can come up with it have typically been pretty successful. Big swing and a miss there. 1-1 now is the count. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, and a runner at third. 1-0, Jones with the lead here. Top of the third. That pitch missing low. 2-1 now goes the count. Munson is on deck if Doucette were to find her way on. So the 2-1 offering coming from Burge. Lifted and it's over the head of the second baseman. We've got a tie ball game. This is going to go for extra bases. Are they going to try to get to the third? Yes, they are. Going to have to hurry. The throw is not in time. Big time hit there. Go back and look at that on the Little Caesars instant replay. That is an RBI triple. Coach Lee did not hesitate, knowing he had good speed out of Doucette.
Number 16, Madison.
And we said it, 2 out hitting is crucial in this tournament. And there was a big time 2 out hit there. Not only that, it was a 2 out triple as that pitch across. And so basically trading places, Doucette for Doucette. And so that pitch across for a strike, 0-1 is the count. Can Eunice get this merry-go-round spinning here with another 2 out hit? That pitch missing up, 1-1 now is the count. So good answer by Eunice after Jones was able to push across a run in the bottom of the second. Answers back with a run of their own and a chance to take their first lead of the afternoon here with a base hit. So the 1-1 pitch coming. Thought about swinging, pulled back on it. That one clips just enough of the zone to get the strike call. 1-2 now is the count. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner at third here for Eunice, trying to take their first lead of the day. This one lifted, center fielder is going to have to hurry, and it's off the wall. As the ball flew back quickly as it bounced off the upper part of the wall, and that is going to be an RBI single, and Eunice has battled back to take a 2-1 lead.
For LSU-Eunice, number 2, Emily
Thought that one
Henderson.
actually it did have a chance to get out of the ballpark. As it hit right about the A of the screen out there in center field. It bounced back into play. It was hit so hard that it bounced right back up to the center fielder. And we're going to have time call here as Jones wants to have a meeting in the circle. 2-1 now is your score. 2 outs. Runner at first. Want to come out and try to just calm down Burge in this situation. As Eunice has got a pair of clutch 2 out hits. It was a single to start the inning by Darian Doucette. Then a sacrifice bunt moved her over in scoring position, and a ground out back to the pitcher by King put her over at third. A 2 out triple by Mima Doucette, then a single off the top of the fence by Munson, pushed across Mima. And 2-1 now is the score in favor of Eunice. This pitch popped up right side of the field, and the second baseman will go over and make the play to end the inning. Eunice puts a couple of runs on the board to take a 2-1 lead. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this on Let'sGoICCTV.com.
My name is Ramon Gary. My first experience here was in 1999 to 2001. I was actually here on a basketball scholarship. Just mentally, I don't think I was ready for all the independence that a university may offer someone. So it just kind of gets you prepared. When I left the first time, I continued my basketball career at Delta State University. I was majoring in computers. Once I got probably to my senior year, I didn't really want to do that, but I went ahead and finished that out. And I was talking to a good friend of mine one day. He mentioned the physical therapy program here, and so I just went and observed some other people in that field, and then I applied, and I got into the program here, and it was like love at first sight. I work at the hospital there in Tupelo. I've been in the acute rehab for 10 years now. You definitely should come to Itawamba or to ICC. Like you said, economically, it makes sense. And then the relationships that you would develop, the friendship, the experience that you develop is priceless.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as that first pitch missing up for a ball. As this is going to be Robinson at the plate here for Jones. Your score is 2-1. Eunice with the lead after a RBI triple and an RBI single, tripled by Doucette. Munson would follow that with an RBI single, both those coming with 2 outs. Third baseman zips it over for the putout for out number 1 of Robinson. She was hit by a pitch in her first at bat, 5-3 for those of you that may be scoring at home. And now this is going to bring up Venable to the plate. Venable singled in her first at bat, was left stranded over at first. That was back in the first inning. Looks at that pitch, a beauty, but called a ball. Wow. Not sure where that one missed. Looked to be pretty good. Maybe up a little too high for the home plate umpire's liking. 1-0 is the count. The wind shifting into the ballpark now, blowing directly into the face of us here in the ICC Foundation broadcast booth. By the way, if you want to find out more about the ICC Foundation, how you can give to ICC, whether it be scholarships or more, visit iccms.edu. 2-0 pitch. This one hit a mile but foul out of play. 2-1 now goes the count with 1 out. Well, we do want to remind you, if you're planning to come to tomorrow's game, obviously one of these teams will be involved in the championship game. We do remind you to plan a little bit extra time to come to the ballpark, as we will have graduation going on at 11 and 3 o'clock. Traffic to the softball game will be closed off around the Davis Event Center. What you've got to do is you've got to come down the access road, come around a pretty sharp curve, and you'll see the entrance there on the backside of the field. As there's going to be a shot out to the gap, and this could go for extra bases, and it will. Are they going to try for 3? No, they're going to hold her at 2. A nice double there by Venable. That's going to be her second hit of the game. We'll have directions put on our website as well as put out on social media on how you can access the field with no issues with graduation. We do encourage you to plan a little extra time. And just remember, there's going to be a little extra foot traffic on campus this weekend, so you do want to proceed with caution as you come to campus. Over 600 people will be graduating this weekend in Fulton, so there's going to be a lot of folks here. That pitch missing for a ball. 1-0 is the count. 1 out. Runner on second. That's Venable. That pitch across for a strike. 1-1 now is the count. So can Jones answer? A pair of runs in the top half after Jones scored 1 in the bottom of the second. Jones trying to find the tying run across. That pitch missing for a ball. 2-1 now is the count. So the 2-1 pitch coming. This one hit, fouled out of play into the trees, and 2-2 now is the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, and a runner on second. We're in the bottom of the third of the winner's bracket here in the Region 23 tournament. The winner of this game will advance to the Region Championship. Not only that, they'll go ahead and punch their ticket to next week's national tournament. And there's strike 3. Take a look at that one, and yes, right on that corner of the plate, extended just a little bit. And Donald goes down looking at the first Renasant Bank strikeout of the day, and it comes at a big time there. Now with 2 outs in the inning, this is going to bring up Sykes to the plate. She reached on a questionable error in her first at bat. Eventually came around to score a run. Looked like the shortstop actually caught the ball before it hit the ground. Didn't get much of a conversation, if any conversation, out of the home plate umpire. As that first pitch across for a strike, that one low and inside for a ball. Thought it got away as they could not advance the runner. So 1-1 now is the count with 2 outs. Can Jones come up with a 2-out hit, much like Eunice did in the top half of the inning? And they do! That one's going to get through. And we've got a tie ball game. Big time hit there. And as we said, anything you can do, I can do better. Has kind of been the theme of this one. Each team coming up with some clutch 2-out hits. That was one of them there. As Venable scores on the single by Sykes. And she is fired up, as you see there, at home plate after sliding home safely. And now this is going to bring up Denton. Denton was hit by a pitch in her first at-bat. And takes that first pitch across for a strike. Runner at first, that's Sykes, who just singled home Venable to tie the ball game at 2. We're in the bottom of the third with 2 outs. This pitch popped up, right fielder. Kind of runs up quickly, then slows down, then able to squeeze it for the final out of the inning. You don't want to go anywhere, folks. We got an exciting one going here. 2-2 is your score after 3 complete. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this.
From Jones County. Itawamba Community College will be having graduation ceremonies in the Davis Event Center Saturday at 11 a.m. and 3 p.m. So in order to accommodate you, the south entrance to the Stadium Drive will be open only for the graduation participants and guests. So we encourage you to take the access road to the north entrance to Stadium Drive. Translated, that means if you'll look over the right field fence, is the access road. That is the north entrance to campus. Maps are available at the concession stand. The message will be repeated. Maps at the concession stand. Thank you.
Sonic Nights is this summer.
Oh, yeah. There's probably some pretty big names here checking out these half-price floats.
Oh, everyone who's anyone is here tonight. Look, there are those 2 guys.
What are they famous for?
Huh. I think for eating here all the time.
Are we good at eating here or what?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, come on.
For limited time, get real ice cream slushes, shakes, and floats half price after 8 p.m. during Sonic Nights. This is how you Sonic.
At Food Giant, serving you is our #1 priority. We offer the freshest produce, highest quality meats, tasty baked goods, and the best meats and cheeses in our deli department. At Food Giant, you'll always find a staff member eager to help you find exactly what you need. Freshness, variety, value. Shop Food Giant today with several locations in North Mississippi.
I'm the one that hit that same spot. She the one that bring them rain.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we get set to move to the top of the 4th inning. 2-2 is your score between Jones and Eunice. It's the first of 3 games this afternoon here on Let'sGoICCTV.com. Coming up next,
leading off for
will
LSU,
be ICC and East Central in the first elimination game of the year.
Howard.
Or not of the year, excuse me, of the tournament, I should say. And this will be Howard, Wales, and Godot due up. That pitch across for a strike. So 0-1 is the count here to Howard. She flew out to right field in her first at bat. That was to start the 2nd inning. Fouls that one off. And 0-2 now is the count. Well, temperatures continue to climb here in Fulton, as we said, anticipated to creep into the 90s and could even possibly get all the way up to the mid-90s this afternoon. 0-2 pitch popped, but right at the center fielder. Thought that one had a chance to carry, but that wind blowing a little bit harder than it appeared to be kind of batted that one down, and it will stay in the ballpark as that just goes for a fly ball out to center field. And now this will bring up Wales. Wales flew out to right field in her first at bat. Swings on the first pitch she sees, and that's going to drop for a base hit. Did not waste any time on that one as Wells just quickly got up there, swung on the first pitch she saw,
Now batting for
dropped it
LSU
out there in
Eunice,
center
number
field where
15,
nobody could get to it.
Haley Godot.
And now Godot will come to the plate. Godot popped up to second to end the second. That was a 3-up, 3-down inning. As Burge wants to get a new ball in. So now Godot will try to break up this 2-2 contest. We're in the top of the fourth. Well, I have a gentleman texting me by the name of Mark Easley. He is informing me that today is Callie Venable's birthday, the second baseman. And is it going to be right on cue? Nope, it's actually going to be the right fielder, but it's going to get over her head. And that will go down as an error. As that one looked like it was going to be a routine fly ball out to right field, but got over the head of the right fielder. And it looks like we're going to have a courtesy runner coming in here. So now can Eunice do what Jones did earlier and cash in on the error? And that is going to be number 10 entering to run.
Running for LSU-Eunice, DeBarge.
So DeBarge will come in to run here for Wells. So yes, if any of Callie's family is listening, we do wish a happy birthday out there to the second baseman, Callie Venable of Jones. That is Mark Easley. Hitting us up on the text line, letting us know. Appreciate Mark. And Mark, a good Calhoun County fella, filling us in on that information. That pitch across for a strike, as this is Darian Doucette. She singled, scored a run, and her only at bat so far this afternoon. One out, runners on first and second. This pitch popped up, and if it stays in play, it could be trouble, but it is going to drift out of play. And boy, I tell you what, everybody except me went after that ball, as all three players from Jones went pretty heavy into the fence. As 0-2 now goes the count. You like the effort out of Jones. Both these teams trying to fight and claw, go ahead and punch their ticket to next week's national tournament down in Clinton. A win would do that today. This pitch fouled back out of play and will stay at 0-2. So 0-2 is the count. That pitch up high for a ball. 1-2 now is the count. Doucette, as we said, singled, scored a run. That was part of a 2-run third inning. That was able to give Eunice the lead. Jones had an answer back in the bottom half of the inning. Eunice trying to answer here in the top of the fourth. One of those ball games, anything you can do, I can do better. Eunice with 4 hits, Jones with 3. Each team has 1 extra base hit. So 2-2 is the count here to Doucette. Burge, pitch coming. That one's out to the center field. It's going to drop for a hit. Then they're going to throw it in, trying to get the runner at second. And couldn't do so. Let's look back at that one on the Little Caesars instant replay. Just barreled that one up. Didn't know if they were thinking about scoring the runner from second, but wisely held her up there, and now bases are loaded.
For LSU-Eunice,
second hit of the game
Sierra Gasca.
for Doucette. Now this is going to be Gasca. Gasca, no official at-bat in the game, as she had a sacrifice bunt in her previous at-bat. Swings on the first pitch she sees, fouls it back off the netting for strike 1. Well, Eunice saw this same situation earlier when they were in the field where they had bases loaded, and they were only to give up 1 run to a very offensive, heavy, prominent team in Jones. Jones trying to return serve here. Can they get out of this inning with minimum damage done? If no damage done, it could be huge here. Top of the fourth, bases loaded. 1 out. Gaska, the center fielder, at the plate. Wind blowing into the ballpark towards first base. And this pitch lifted down the line, but foul. So 1-2 now is the count. They're going to say she was out. See if we can go back deep enough on the replay here to see. And let's look at this again here on the replay. Oh, there's no way she was out of the batter's box. Called her out, not really sure
now
what the out was called.
LSU-Eunice, number 7, Mackenzie King.
So Mackenzie King will come up to bat here. I don't know what they called out. Grounder right back to the pitcher. Throw over to first is in time, and Jones gets out of the inning there with no damage done. That was big, folks. So Gaska 2 unassisted, 1-3 on the putout of King. And that left bases loaded there for Eunice, and boy, that was tough. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this on Let'sGoICCTV.com.
This broadcast on Let'sGoICCTV.com is presented by Renasant Bank, Little Caesars, Food Giant, the Sonic of Fulton, your Etowah County Farm Bureau agent, Joey Cox, the ICC BSU, Bank of Okolona, Legend Sports Grill, the ICC Wesley Foundation, Choice Palm, Kegel Eye Center, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the ICC Alumni Association, and the ICC Foundation.
You could say it's about the clubs. You could say it's about the ball. You could even say it's about the course or the weather. But what it really comes down to is consistency and hard work. Over and over and over again. At Renasant, we understand consistency. We understand hard work. Most importantly, we understand you. Renasant Bank. Understanding you.
Gracie McCleskey.
And welcome back now as we move to the bottom of the fourth inning. 2-2 is your score. Boy, what a tough way to get out of an inning there for Eunice after loading the bases. You had a very questionable batter out of the batter's box. It's the only thing we can assume that they called. As that first pitch swung on and missed for a strike. Changeup falls off the table a little bit too soon. 1-1. Now is the count. 8-9-1 batters due up. McCleskey, Brock, and Lofton due up here for the Bobcats. This bunt foul back over the netting. 1-2 now is the count. So that's been the second time we've seen a questionable call go in favor of Jones. It was the error that started the second inning that eventually scored a run, and not saying that Eunice would have been able to actually score and run that inning, but took the bat out of their hand in a bases loaded situation. Fly ball out to center field, squeezed by McCleskey.
Now batting for Jones
for out
County,
number 1,
number
and now this will bring up Brock.
Sarah Brock.
So Brock will dig in. She walked, was a race on a fielder's choice in her previous at bat. So she'll dig in here with 1 out and nobody on. That pitch missing low for a ball. As we said, the crowd continuing to fill in here at the ballpark. 1-0 is the count here to Brock. Winner of this game will go on to the region championship and the national tournament next week. The loser will play at 5 o'clock. As that pitch for a strike, 1-1 now is the count. That one skips across. 2-1 now goes the count. The 3 o'clock game coming your way will be ICC and East Central That'll be the first elimination game of the tournament. 2-1 pitch coming. That one missing low. 3-1 now is the count. First baseman going to come in and kind of just say a few words of encouragement to Latour to try to get her refocused here with a 3-1 count. This is the number 9 batter, Brock, at the plate. She walked in her previous at bat, looking to do the same here. Takes that one right down the middle for a strike. 3-2 now is the count. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, nobody on here for Jones. Bottom of the 4th. Pitch coming. Grounder to the third baseman, and the throw over. One hopper and easily done over there at third base by Doucette for the second out of the inning.
Now batting for Jones County, number 23, the top of the order, Kelshaw Lofton.
So 2 away now, and this is going to be Lofton at the plate. And that pitch inside. Actually, they're going to say she was called out at the plate, so said that maybe she was out of the box. I don't know. Is that pitch missing for a ball? 2-0 is the count. So instead of it being a 5-3 putout, it's going to be a 2 unassisted. So 2-0 is the count. 2 outs, nobody on here. That pitch missing low. 3-0 now is the count. You kind of see some of the Eunice players out there getting a little upset that they didn't get the strike call on that one. So waiting the 3-0 offering here, and that one right down the middle for a strike. 3-1 now is the count. So 3-1, and got her. Excuse me, no, it's actually strike 2. The umpire called that strike with a little bit more authority than his previous strike calls. And so now the count goes 3-2 here to Lofton. Pitch coming, and there's ball 4. So dangerous situation here with a speedy Lofton at the plate.
Now batting for Jones County is number 14.
And looks like we're going to have time take it here as one to come up and talk in the circle. Let's take a quick break and hear a word from one of our sponsors. 2-2, 2 outs. We're actually going to have a pitching change. Back with more right after this.
Need money now? Get a Choice Pawn loan on things you already own, like guns, boats, campers, trailers, recreational vehicles, and just about everything else. Get a loan from Choice Pawn in Fulton and Tupelo. Get cash today. ChoicePawn.com.
At Food Giant, serving you is our #1 priority. We offer the freshest produce, highest quality meats, tasty baked goods, and the best meats and cheeses in our deli department. At Food Giant, you'll always find a staff member eager to help you find exactly what you need. Freshness, variety, value. Shop Food Giant today with several locations in North Mississippi.
Stand. Thank you.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we get set to go here. New pitcher is Trahan coming into the contest. So Trahan is the Choice Pawn pitcher, a Choice Pawn pitching change, choicepawn.com. Runner goes, throw down is not in time as Lofton, she is extremely fast. Quick as a hiccup down to second base. That first pitch high for a ball. 1-0 is the count here to Murray. Well, you got to worry about Murray in this situation. That's the out you want to focus on because you're not going to throw her out on the bases as that pitch across for a strike. 1-1 now is the count. Don't know if some of you remember, maybe some people my age, playing some of those old school Nintendo baseball games where you can soup up a runner to have just insane speed. Well, that's what Lofton has. Is that pitch across for a strike. Lofton has video game-like speed over there on second base, so a base hit would easily score a run. 1-2 offering coming, and this is going to be down to the gap, and there it is. It will score the run, and Lofton will jog in on that double, and a timely hit there for Murray. And an RBI double.
Jones County.
And
Number
Jones
16, Emily Robinson.
takes the 3-2 lead down. This is going to be Emily Robinson coming to the plate. We said it, folks. 2-out hits are crucial in this ball game, and both teams have come up with their share of them here. And another one there, that double by Murray. Easily scored Lofton after stealing a base when she was walked. 3-2 now is the lead for Jones County. This pitch fouled out of play, and 0-2 now goes the count. Well, a good crowd out here at the ballpark. Continuing to grow as we get closer to that ICC East Central game. Time is called. Swung on and missed for strike 3. Big time Renasant Bank strikeout there. Got her reaching on one out of the zone to end the inning and keep it minimum damage done. Joan leads it 3-2. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this on Let'sGoICCTV.com.
Ever since you got that license, you haven't stopped moving forward. Now that you're older and on the move, you need a safer place to keep your money. We get it. A student checking account frees you up with things like mobile check deposit to take care of that check from grandma without having to stop at a bank. Pay with your phone when you're out with friends. And stop worrying about ATM fees. We'll pay you back for those. Worry about your future, not your money. And know that we'll stick with you wherever you go. Renasant Bank, understanding you. Member FDIC.
Hey, my name is Aaron, and I'm in Asia Pacific University right now, which is in Beppu, Japan. Now, I never would have got here if I wasn't from ICC, which is the gateway to the world.
Best tailgate, brisket.
No, real football y pollo asado.
Hoops and wings. Burgers.
7-layer dip.
Hummus.
What?
You need a hot grill.
And an ice cold Coke.
It's got to be cold.
It's Tailgate 101.
And welcome back as this battle between two of the top teams in the country continues. Jones answers back with another run of their own to take a 3-2 lead here over LSU-Eunice as we go to the top of the 5th inning. Bird still in the circle here for Jones. She hasn't really been roughed up that much. She's been hit 5 times. Had a 2-out double and a 2-out single to push across the 2 runs in the top of the 3rd. Jones, on the other hand, has had 4 hits, 2 of those going for extra bases, as this will be Mima Doucette to lead things off here. She had the RBI triple in her previous at-bat. Stands in, takes that first one, high for a ball. So 1-0 is the count. Jones and Eunice battling for that region championship game and also to go ahead and punch their ticket to next week's national tournament in Clinton. So 2-0 now is the count. And that one's going to be lined and a nice grab over at second base. What a play. Well, the birthday girl going up and getting that one.
Number 16, Madison Monson.
As that was a line out to Venable. And so now this is going to be Munson. She had an RBI single in her previous at-bat. Looks at that pitch falling off the table a bit too soon. Ball 1. So we're in the top of the 5th. 3-2, Jones with the lead here in the first game of the day. We'll have 2 more after this That pitch across for a strike. 1-1 now is the count. Munson and then Henderson is on deck. This one ripped, but way ahead of that one. Over towards some of the ICC players getting ready for their game. Coming up next here on Let'sGoICCTV.com, we'll have a brief break in between those games. So that foul ball makes it 1-2 now with one out. Nobody on. And that pitch missing low and outside. 2-2 now is the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. So the 2-2 pitch coming. This one popped up, left fielder. Plenty of time, kind of dancing around with the wind, toying with it a little bit. And that's going to be a fly ball out to left field for the second out. And now this is going to be Henderson coming to the plate.
Emily Henderson.
Henderson is 0 for 2. Fly ball to right field, pop up to second. As that pitch across for a strike, nicely done that time by Burge. Pitch at the knees, 4 strike 1, 0-1 now is the count with 2 outs. This pitch popped up. Trouble. Center fielder, though, is going to come up and call everyone off, as it looked like they were going to kind of run into each other that time, but the center fielder, Lofton, came in at the last second to call everyone off and keep it herself. We're going to take a break and come back with more right after this on Let'sGoICCTV.com. Jones leads it 3-2.
When I was looking for a college back in the day, you know, I'm from Amory, Mississippi, just 30 minutes down the road, and I'm a homebody, and I had to commute, and I said, I need to go to a college that's not too far from home. And I heard of ICC. And once I stepped on campus, I knew this is the junior college I need to be at. I didn't think of another college. I said, this is it. When I stepped on campus, the atmosphere, it just was drawn to me. And I felt like this is where I belong. I belong here at Itawamba Community College. Because at that moment, I knew this is the best junior college on the planet. This is where I need to be. This is where I was planted. And that's why I am what I am today, because of Itawamba Community College.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we get set now for the bottom of the 5th inning. It'll be Venable, Donald, and Sykes, the 4, 5, 6 batters due up here. Venable's been a tough out today. 2 for 2 with a single and a double and a run scored. So Venable will start the inning off here. Jones leads it 3-2, looking to pick up some insurance runs here. Eunice, however, trying to get out of this inning and see if they can get their bats back to the plate in the top of the 6th to tie this thing. If not, take a lead of their own. So the 3-2 pitch coming. Ground ball. Third baseman gets it easily and tosses it over. Nice stretch over at first. So the throw was up the line a little bit, but good for the putout of Venable. First time she's been retired today. 5-3 for those of you that might be scoring at home. And now up is going to be Hallie Donald. She struck out looking in her last at bat and grounded out 2-3. A little number 4 that was scooped up by the catcher. And this one's going to be a fly ball out to right field. Right fielder is going to go over and make the play. That one actually had a little tail back into the right fielder to help her out with that one. So quickly 2 away now, and this is going to bring up Sykes.
Number 24, McKenna Sykes.
Sykes was the beneficiary, I should say, of a very questionable call. Okay, caught at the shoestrings of the shortstop, turned into an error. Eventually came around to score. She had an RBI single also, as that pitch low for a strike though. 0-1 is the count. I thought that one was well below the knees. There's a ground ball. It gets past the diving third baseman. This one's going to go for, a single. They're going to hold the runner there, so that's going to be a 2-out single there by
Sykes. Now batting
Sykes.
for Jones County, number 30, Faith Denton.
So we'll have a courtesy runner coming in here for Sykes.
Now running for Jones, McKinney, number 1.
So McKinney will come in to run here for Sykes with 2 outs in the inning, and this is going to bring up Denton. Denton 0 for 1. She was hit by a pitch back in the second inning. She flew out to right to end the third, trying to avoid that here. So with 2 outs and a runner at first, Jones trying to spark a 2-out rally here. As that pitch across for a strike, looked like Denton that time was actually trying to lean into the pitch a little bit. 0-1 is the count. This pitch popped up, and it goes to the pitcher for the putout. And so Eunice gets out of the inning with no damage done. We'll take a break and be back with the top of the 6th inning. Back with more right after this on LetsGoICCTV.com.
Helen, don't you know Little Caesars has the extra most bestest for $6? $6? I gotta sit down. Yeah, it has the most cheese and pepperoni for the nation's best price.
Most cheese and most pepperoni? I gotta sit all the way down.
Get the most cheese and most pepperoni for the nation's best price. Little Caesars large $6 extra most bestest.
Pizza.
This broadcast on LetsGoICCTV.com is presented by Renasant Bank, Little Caesars, Food Giant, the Sonic of Fulton, your Etowah County Farm Bureau agent Joey Cox, the ICC BSU, Bank of Okolona, Legend Sports Grill, the ICC Wesley Foundation, Choice Palm, Kegel Eye Center, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the ICC Alumni Association, and the ICC Foundation.
At Food Giant, serving you is our #1 priority. We offer the freshest produce, highest quality meats, tasty baked goods, and the best meats and cheeses in our deli department. At Food Giant, you'll always find a staff member eager to help you find exactly what you need. Freshness, variety, value. Shop Food Giant today with several locations in North Mississippi.
And welcome back to action as we get set to move the top of the 6th inning. 3-2 is your score. And it'll be LSU-Eunice, the 4, 5, 6 batters due up. Howard, Wells, and Godot. Or Godot, I should say, is the correct way to say it.
Leading off for LSU-Eunice is number 22, Allie Howard.
Howard is 0 for 2. She's flew out to center, flew out to right in her first at-bats of the contest, trying to spark a rally here for Eunice. They trail 3-2 as we're in the top of the 6th. That pitch missing low and inside for a ball. The winner of this game will go on to the region championship game. That'll be tomorrow at 1 o'clock. They'll also go ahead and punch their ticket to the national tournament. That pitch missing high and outside for a ball. 2-0 now is the count. So Howard at the plate awaiting the 2-0 offering. And that pitch across for a strike. 2-1 now goes the count. More fans coming into the ballpark. An absolute beautiful day here in Fulton for a ball game, other than the fact that the temperatures are up maybe a little bit too much for a few people's likings. As that pitch low for a ball. 3-1 now goes the count. The wind, though, creating a nice breeze throughout the afternoon. Wind blowing straight into the ballpark today, and it's been pretty steady all day. So 3-1 is the count here to Howard. Pitch coming. Howard fouls this one back. Matter of fact, you can, if you look out there towards right center, you can see the flag out there flapping, and it's blowing either left to right or straight into the field, where it's been shifting throughout the day, and you can hear it occasionally over the broadcast as well. So 3-2 is the count here to Howard, looking for her first hit of the day. Howard lifts one deep center field, but the wind kept that one in the ballpark as the center fielder about a step or two in front of the warning track.
Number 21.
You kind of heard of a little bit of a gust of a wind getting as soon as she got it up in the air, and now up is going to be Wales, who is 1 for 2 on the day. She had a single. Her courtesy runner was left stranded in scoring position back when Eunice left bases loaded in the 4th. Wales takes a look at that first pitch across for a strike. Well, Burge is pitched well today. He's pitched out around some trouble, especially whenever we said they left bases loaded. She got a help on a questionable call saying the batter was out of the batter's box. We looked at it on the replay and we were blocked a little bit, so don't know if it was on the inner part of the batter's box or what. She most definitely was not out of the front of the batter's box. So either way it goes, that helped them get out of that inning there. 1-1 now is the count. There's a line drive out to right field, and that's going to go for a base hit. That's going to be the second hit of the day for Wales.
Now batting for LSU-Eunice, number 15.
And we'll see if they're going to send in a runner. It appears that is going to be the case here. So another runner coming into the contest. This appears to be number 3 entering to run. That is going to be Baudet.
Running for Eunice, Bodan.
So Bodan
number 3
will come in to run. And now this will bring up Godot. She is 0 for 2 on the day. She reached on an error in her previous at bat. That pitch across for a strike. 1 out in the inning, runner at first. That's Bodan entering to run for Wales, who reached on her second hit of the day. This pitch fouled out of play. And 0-2 now. Quickly ahead in the count is Burge on Godot. So 0-2 is the count. Awaiting the pitch here on his way, and this one, center fielder going to have to go back, and nearly got over her head. Came in on it in a hurry, and that one carried a little bit further than she was anticipating. So a line out to center field. Runner back to first, and now Doucette will come to the plate. And Darian has been a tough out. She is 2 for 2 with a pair of singles and a run scored. So trying to spark a 2-out rally here. Eunice trailing 3-2. Tying run is over at first. And a changeup that hangs up for a ball. So 1-0 is the count. 2 outs. Jones trying to get out of this inning with no damage done. Eunice trying to spark a 2-out rally here. 2-out hits have been big for both teams today. Does Eunice have one more in their pocket here? 2-0 is the count. And that pitch inside corner for a strike. 2-1 now is the count. So 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Ground ball, foul. Out of play. Coach Lee made a play on it just a little bit outside of his reach. I think it's one of those he realized, kind of like my finger's unbroken, so I'm not going to reach out for that one too hard. 2-2 now is the count with 2 outs and a runner at first. We said Doucette 2 for 2 on the day with a run scored. There's a ground ball at the middle. Shortstop will get it, step on the bag, and get the force out at second to end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors.
Attention, Region 23
and
softball
1 left on base.
From Jones County.
We'll take a timeout and be back with more right after this on Let'sGoICCTV.com.
This broadcast on Let'sGoICCTV.com is presented by Renasant Bank, Little Caesars, Food Giant, the Sonic of Fulton, your Etowah County Farm Bureau agent, Joey Cox, the ICC BSU, Bank of Okolona, Legend Sports Grill, the ICC Wesley Foundation, Choice Palm, Cagle Eye Center, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the ICC Alumni Association, and the ICC Foundation.
Ranked Bass Fishing Club from ICC.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we move now to the bottom of the 6th inning. 3-2 is the score. Jones trying to find a way to pick up some insurance runs here late. Eunice trying to find a way to get back to the plate. See if they can rally late, much like we saw Jones do last night against East Central. Speaking of East Central, they and ICC are scheduled to come your way at 3 o'clock. Probably not going to be able to get it in at that 3 o'clock start, but we will have that game coming your way next here on Let'sGoICCTV.com. So this will be McCleskey to start the inning here for Jones. It'll be the 8-9-1 batters as that pitch missing for a ball. All right, so apparently we have a pinch hitter in this situation. Try to pick up the number. And that is going to be number 10. This is Angel Guyton. Angel Guyton batting here for Jones County. As ground ball to the shortstop, hops up, a tough play, and she is going to leg it out. So a bad hop on the shortstop that time gave Guyton just enough time to get down the line.
On base hit, number 10, Angel Guyton.
So Guyton gets the hit.
Now batting for Jones County, number 22, Sarah Brock.
So Guyton gets the hit. McCleskey re-enters to run.
Running for Jones, re-entering the game, McCleskey, 18.
So McCleskey will come in to run, and now this will be the number 9 batter, Brock, coming to the plate. So we'll see if they play a little bit of small ball here. Looks like the Eunice defense is that's exactly what they're expecting to do. Shows bunt, pulls back, takes it for a ball. So Eunice was creeping in defensively. You see the third baseman will start approaching in on your screen and come in a little bit closer. Shows bunt and bunts it foul. 1-1 now is the count. I'll tell you what, you got to be a little bit touch of crazy to come in as tight as some of these third basemen do, especially a lot of times today when you see people show bunt and sometimes pull back and swing away. 1-1 is the count. Although this is a sacrifice situation here for Jones. Trying to pick up an insurance run. Shows bunt, lays it down. Third baseman, plenty of time. Throw over is in time for the putout. So a sacrifice bunt by Brock successfully laid down. 5-3 on the putout.
The top of the order, number 23.
And that sacrifice bunt being brought to you by the ICC Baptist Student Union.
Lofton.
For ICC students coming here next year, the ICC BSU, they meet Monday nights at 7:07. Also Wednesdays at lunch. All they ask is you bring $2 and a friend. Don't forget $2 for your friend. That's the ICC BSU. They're located right across the e-learning building here on the Fulton campus. So with one out now, we go back to the top of the lineup, and this is going to be Lofton coming to the plate for the 4th time this afternoon. Takes that first pitch across for a strike. She's 0 for 2. Does have an RBI when she reached on a fielder's choice. She walked, stole a base, and scored a run, and that's the difference in the ball game right now. Shows bunt, lays it down, but foul. And LSU-Eunice looks like they were all on top of that one, anticipating that one there. So 0-2 now is the count here on Lofton, the center fielder. As the defense back at regular position, that pitch missing outside. 1-2 now is the count here to Lofton. So awaiting the 1-2 offering here from Trahan. Grounder, and it's going to go foul. And we'll stay at 1-2. Remind you, ICC East Central scheduled to come your way. That game scheduled for 3 o'clock will most definitely be behind that 3 o'clock opening pitch. Of course, that opening pitch being brought to you by Renasant Bank. Renasant Bank, understanding you. RenasantBank.com. Grounder right back to the pitcher. No, it was up off her face. The ball's still live and the run will score. Oh. Let's hope she is okay as that one off her glove right in her face. And the ball was live. The run came around to score 4-2. And let's hope that Trahan is okay. We're going to take a break and be back with more right after this.
Sonic Nights is the highlight of the summer.
Oh, yeah. There's probably some pretty big names here checking out these half-price floats.
Oh, everyone who's anyone is here tonight. Look, there are those two guys.
What are they famous for?
Huh. I think for eating here all the time.
Are we good at eating here or what?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, come on.
For limited time, get real ice cream slushes, shakes, and floats half price after 8 p.m. during Sonic Nights. This is How You Sonic.
This broadcast on Let'sGoICCTV.com is presented by Renasant Bank, Little Caesars, Food Giant, the Sonic of Fulton, your Etowah County Farm Bureau agent Joey Cox, the ICC BSU, Bank of Okolona, Legend Sports Grill, the ICC Wesley Foundation, Choice Palm, Kegel Eye Center, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the ICC Alumni Association, and the ICC Foundation.
So you took Little Caesars Extra Most Bestest pizza that has the most cheese and pepperoni at the nation's best price and then stuffed more cheese into the crust?
Yep, it's got 3 feet of cheese stuffed in the crust.
Huh.
They added more cheese to the pizza with the most cheese. They added more cheese to the pizza with the most cheese. They added more cheese to their pizza with
Poor
the
guy.
most cheese.
Couldn't wrap his mind around all that cheese.
They added.
Get a large Little Caesars Extra Most Bestest stuffed crust pepperoni pizza for $9.
Pizza.
Need money now? Get a Choice Pawn loan on things you already own, like guns, boats, campers, trailers, recreational vehicles, and just about everything else. Get a loan from Choice Pawn in Fulton and Tupelo. Get cash today. ChoicePawn.com.
And good sign there as Trahan seems to be okay as she was able to walk off on her own power. Maybe a little blood issue there. Scary moment, folks. That's the reason why you see a lot of pitchers today electing to wear a mask. New pitcher in the game. This is going to be Crutchfield, the third pitcher of the game here for Eunice. Well, lost in all the moment that time was the fact that a run scored on the play for Jones. Gives them a 4-2 lead here in the bottom of the sixth. That was a insurance run being brought to you by your Etowah County Farm Bureau agent Joey Cox. For all your insurance needs, whether it be home, auto, or life, stop by and see Joey right there in Fulton on South Adams Street. So this will be Murray coming to the plate. She doubled to drive in a run in her previous at bat. There is a runner at first. That was Lofton, who elected to stay at first instead of trying to advance, allowing the infield umpire to get in his spot, and we're going to be set to go. 4-2 is your score. Big run scoring there for Jones. Give him a little bit of breathing room. Runner goes, and I'm going to let you guess what happens there with Lofton as she slides in safely. Some Eunice fans kind of fussing, saying she left early. I'm sorry she didn't. She is just that fast. 0-1 is the count. That pitch inside, 1-1 now goes the count. Runner at second. That's Lofton. A base hit will score Lofton with ease. That pitch across for a strike. Nicely done by Crutchfield to battle back and take a 1-2 count with one out and a runner on second here in the bottom of the sixth. Ground ball, second baseman eats it up, throws it over for the putout. Runner does advance to third. So now with 2 away, this is going to bring up Robinson. Robinson 0 for 2 on the day.
Emily Robinson.
She struck out to end the fourth, grounded out to third to start the third. She was hit by a pitch and left stranded back in the first. Robinson takes that first pitch across for a strike. 0-1 is the count here to the third baseman. So 1 run is scored. Jones trying to pick up another one here. That pitch fouled off out of play. And 0-2 now is the count here on Robinson. So Eunice trying to get out of this inning with minimum damage done. They are the home team, so they're only 3 outs away from advancing to the 5 o'clock game. That throw over in time, 5-3 on the putout of Robinson. So they do get out of the inning without that other run coming around to score. We've played 6. Jones leads it 4-2. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this on Let'sGoICCTV.com.
I could get the extra most bestest with the most cheese and the most pepperoni for $6. Or I could get a pizza with less toppings for more money.
Get the most cheese and most pepperoni for the nation's best price. Little Caesars large $6 extra most bestest.
Pizza, pizza.
Did you know your child's eyes can be checked as young as 6 months of age? They do not have to know their letters or even be able to talk in order to receive a comprehensive eye exam. Your eye doctor can tell you many things just by looking at them. I'm Dr. Laurie Cagle of Cagle Eye Center in Fulton. We offer comprehensive eye exams to provide proper diagnosis and treatment of various eye diseases. Browse our large selection of frames available in prescription and non-prescription. Call to schedule your eye appointment today at Cagle Eye Center in Fulton.
At Food Giant, serving you is our #1 priority. We offer the freshest produce, highest quality meats, tasty baked goods, and the best meats and cheeses in our deli department. At Food Giant, you'll always find a staff member eager to help you find exactly what you need. Freshness, variety, value. Shop Food Giant today with several locations in North Mississippi.
Gotta be hoops and wings. Nah, subs. Wings all day. How about a sub? Dude, wings. Nah. Really?
Gotta have ice cold Coke.
I'll drink to that.
Now that's how it's done.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We move now to the top of the 7th inning. Eunice down to their final 3 outs of the contest. Need to score at least 1 to force it to the bottom of the inning, 2 to possibly win it if they can keep Jones scoreless. Benefit of Jones being the home team, they will have an at-bat if Eunice is able to force this one to the bottom half of the inning. It'll be the 8-9-1 batters due up. Gasca, King, and Doucette due up here for Eunice. So 4-2 is your score. That pitch across for a strike. Bird's looking to go the distance here. She did that in the state championship game against ICC. Had a very nice outing. Held a pretty good hitting ICC team to only 3 hits and scoreless. As that pitch across for a strike. And 0-2 is the count. To talk about how impressive that was to hold ICC scoreless. That was only the 2nd time this season ICC has been shut out, and you had to go all the way back to February 23rd to find out the last time that ICC had been shut out of the season. That pitch missing just outside for a ball. 1-2 now is the count to Gasca. So 1-2, pitch is on its way. That one missing, low and outside. A couple of Jones players thinking that was strike 3. Instead, 2-2 now goes the count here on Gasca. 2 balls, 2 strikes, no out as Gasca starting the inning off here on the top of the 7th. Little swing out, bounce to the shortstop, not in time. Oh my goodness. Let's look at that one on the Little Caesars instant replay. And they're going to say she was out. Look. Ew. LSU-Eunice fans, if you want to fuss about that one, feel free.
For LSU-Eunice, pinch hitter Malia
Look to be pretty safe on that one. And the break went the way of Jones on that one. So now this will bring up the next batter. Saucedo coming up to the plate in a pinch hit situation. So Saucedo batting in place of King. has a 1-1 count here. So waiting the 1-1 offering. That pitch missing low. And 2-1 now goes the count. So 2-1 is the count here. 1 out. Jones trying to go ahead and punch their ticket to the region championship game as well as the national championship tournament next week in Clinton. It swung on and missed for strike 2. 2-2 now is the count. So waiting the 2-2 pitch here from Burge. And this was going to be lined down to the right field line and just about a 1.5 foot foul down the right field line there. If not, that's down for extra bases. Good job going with the pitch that time. Just could not get it to quit slicing into foul territory. So we'll stay at 2-2 here. 1 out. Jones looking for 2 more outs to pick up the big win here. So the 2-2 pitch coming. This pitch pops straight back and out of play over the top of us here in the ICC Foundation broadcast booth. Remind you, if you would like to donate to Itawamba Community College, whether it be for scholarships, building funds, or much, much more, you can visit iccms.edu/foundation. That's iccms.edu/foundation. 2-2 pitch lifted. Center fielder dancing around. Now will run in and squeeze it for out number 2. 2 away now, so Eunice down to their final out of the contest.
Now batting for LSU-Eunice is the top of the order, number 11.
And this will Mima Doucette coming to the plate here, trying to spark a 2-out rally. So with 2 away now, Jones just an out away from securing the win here. They lead 4-2. That pitch up, but called a strike. Time is taken here by Doucette. Looked like a little bit of dirt may have blew up and got in her eyes. So 0-1 is the count. Liner, it's going to be a base hit out to right field. Nicely done that time by Doucette to keep the inning alive. Well, we've seen some clutch 2-out hits.
Number 16, Madison
here in this game. Can Eunice string some together here in the top of the 7th with 2 outs? They're trailing 4-2. And now this is going to be Madison Munson coming to the plate. So Munson will try to extend this inning here. Takes that first pitch for a strike. So 0-1 is the count here to Munson. She's 1 for 3 on the day. And that pitch paints that outside corner for strike 2. 0-2 now is the count. So Munson going to have to protect the plate here. And battle to see if she can keep this at-bat alive, keep the inning alive. Jones trying to close the door on this one and punch their ticket to the national tournament and the region championship game. And a nice job that time. Thought about swinging on it, found just enough of it to foul it off, and we'll stay at 0-2 here with Munson. Wind blowing dead into the field. Blowing pretty hard too, so you're going to have to get one if you get it out of the ballpark. So the 0-2 pitch coming. Outside for a ball, 1-2 now is the count. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Tying run at the plate here for LSU-Eunice. 4-2 is your score. Jones looking for that final out. 1-2 pitch coming. Fly ball, left field. This has got a chance. God, we've got a tie game. A 2-run home run. And a big-time shot there, the only part of the field where the wind was not blowing in. And Munson with a 2-run bomb with 2 outs in the inning. My, oh my. What a hit there for Munson. You knew it had a chance. The only part of the field where the wind was not blowing in was left field.
Now batting for LSU-Eunice.
And she put a no-doubter over the
Henderson.
tents in left field, and we're tied at 4. Wow, what a play there. So now Henderson coming to the plate. Well, for Jones, good news is you do still have the bottom part of the inning, but you got to find the exit here. Henderson takes that pitch low. 2-0 now is the count. Wow. What a hit by Munson. A 2-run home run with 2 outs. You're an out away from being forced to an elimination game at 5 o'clock. And now we've got a whole new ball game here at 4. This pitch lifted. Does it got a chance? Deep to left field. Are they going to go back-to-back checks? They are. Holy cow. Back-to-back home runs for LSU-Eunice. They now take a 5-4 lead. Henderson got every bit of that one. Back-to-back jacks for LSU-Eunice, and now they lead it 5-4. Can you believe it?
Now batting for LSU-Eunice, number 22, Allie Howard.
And now Howard coming to the plate. My, oh my, we talked about 2-out hits being huge today. And that was back-to-back 2-out hits. Maybe 2 of the biggest hits LSU-Eunice has had all year. Back-to-back-to-back hits, but back-to-back home runs. Wow. So Eunice with 3 runs here with 2 outs in the top of the 7th to take a 5-4 lead. This is crazy. Well, the only side of the field where the wind's not blowing, and that's out to left field. Everything's blowing right center in. And Howard rips one. The hits just keep coming here for LSU-Eunice. So that's 4 straight hits now, and we may have a change. And looks like we are going to have a change here in pitching for Jones. So we're going to take a timeout and come back and let you know who the new pitcher is. Wow. Eunice rallies with 3, still not out of the inning. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this.
Need money now? Get a Choice Pawn loan on things you already own, like guns, boats, campers, trailers, recreational vehicles, and just about everything else. Get a loan from Choice Pawn in Fulton and Tupelo. Get cash today. ChoicePawn.com.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as the new pitcher here is Hallie Donald, typically wearing number 20, wearing number 11 in this situation, trying to find the final out here. So Wells at the plate with the runner at first. This has been a crazy finish of this game. It was almost feeling as if this game was over with. And then a single by Doucette and a 2-run home run by Munson tied it up, and then Henderson followed with an absolute bomb to left center. And this is actually a new batter coming in place of Wells. This is going to be Carpenter.
Correction pitch hitter, number 4, Hannah Carpenter.
And
Carpenter.
Eunice actually caught a break. They were able to send in the change after a pitch before Jones caught it. So Carpenter getting her first at bat here. So Carpenter in to hit here. Let's make sure the count is 1-0. See if the umpire will show it. 0-1 is the count. Runner goes. Throw is going to get out in center field, but a nice job by the second baseman to be there to back it up there. Venable kept that one from going into center field. Boy, when it rains, it pours, and right now it's pouring on the Bobcats. They were a pitch away from getting out of this game, and then Eunice just turns it on late. 5-4 is the lead. That pitch missing low for a ball. 2-1 now is the count. So Donald trying to find this final out of the inning here. LSU-Eunice would love to tack on another insurance run. That pitch across for a strike. 2-2 now is the count. Well, Zumo has been warming up in the bullpen for Eunice. You got to think we're going to see the game one starter against ICC coming in to try to close the door here on Jones. Ground ball. Shortstop's going to have to hurry. Throw over is in time. What a bang play over there at first. I don't know about that one. Let's look at that one. Hey, man, again, that's a close play there. Tough call. Coach Andy Lee's visor is on the ground, and he is giving every umpire that will listen to him an earful, and I can't blame him on that one there. Well, here we go, folks. Does Jones have a little magic left in him? 3 runs highlighted by a pair of home runs. Eunice takes a 5-4 lead. We'll move to the bottom of the 7th inning. Back with more right after this.
This broadcast on Let'sGoICCTV.com is presented by Renasant Bank, Little Caesars, Food Giant, the Sonic of Fulton, your Etowah County Farm Bureau agent, Joey Cox, the ICC BSU, Bank of Okolona, Legend Sports Grill, the ICC Wesley Foundation, Choice Palm, Kegel Eye Center, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the ICC Alumni Association, and the ICC Foundation.
For Heather Zumo.
And as anticipated, Zumo coming in to try to close the door on this one.
Leading off for Jones County.
She is the 4th pitcher of the game here.
Venable.
As what an incredible top of the 7th. Back-to-back home runs, a 2-run shot, and a solo shot. The 2-run shot by Munson, the solo shot by Henderson. And so now, 1 out away from winning this thing. Now Jones has got to rally to at least score 1 run to force this one to extra innings. Zumo's pitch misses low for a ball. Well, as we said, the winner of this game automatically advances to next week's national championship game. Will also play for the region championship tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Grounder right back up the middle. And that's going to go for a base hit to start the inning. Don't go anywhere, folks. Venable gets her 3rd hit of the game.
County, number 11.
And now represents the tying run over at first place. And this is going to be Hallie Donald coming to the plate. Time is going to be taken here by Jones. We may be getting another runner in the ballgame in this place. Or actually maybe just subbing Donald back into the contest. And so the runner at first with no outs, that's the tying run in Venable. The birthday girl gets her 3rd hit of the day. So this is Donald still in the ball game right now. They were just subbing number 24 Sykes back in, who is on deck. Bunt is popped up and it's going to spin around. They're going to have a time. Yes. Well, I think he had to call her out on that one, because that was a bang play, just like the one that ended the inning for LSU-Eunice. And I'm just going to say this, ladies and gentlemen, if he would have called her safe, we would have had a riot on hands. as there's already some fans a little upset on that last call, and I got my cameras mixed up. It was a bang-bang play. It did look like the out was there, so one out now with the tying run now at second. Sykes at the plate. She is 2 for 3 on the day. She did reach on that questionable error we thought was a count ball by the shortstop. She had an RBI single and another single in behind that there. Ground ball, third baseman, plenty of time. Throw over, and there's out number 2. 5-3 for those of you scoring at home. And now Eunice is one out away from punching their ticket to the national tournament. And now this is Denton. But this thing's not over with yet. This is where we thought Jones had a chance to go ahead and wrap this thing up. Can Denton extend this inning? Looking for a 2-out hit. That's been the story of this game all day. 2-out hits. Who can come up with them? Who can't? Eunice did in the top half of the inning. Can Jones do it here in the bottom? Tying run is at second. 2 outs. 1-0 is the count here to Denton. Denton pops this one up, and it's going to get out of play. Boy, we had 2 great games last night and another one today. Everything that you expect and then some here in this region tournament. As that pitch out of play, 1-1 now is the count. Denton's 0 for 2. She's been hit by a pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Big time swing and a miss there for Denton. 1-2 now is the count. Tying run is at second. Shading her to go a little bit to her right. If she can get something down to the gap in left center, would score a run. 1-2 pitch coming. Up the middle, off the foot of the pitcher. Then it's been booted around, and the run's going to score from second, and we've got a tie ball game. Are you kidding me? What a ball game this is, ladies and gentlemen. E6 on the play. And we've got a tie ball game. Wow. Let's say, pass that ball around, whoever you want to give the error to. That ball right there just refused to be out. And the way this game is going, folks, are you surprised? Now we go from 2 outs from LSU-Eunice to winning this thing to now can Jones find a way to string together some hits and walk it off in the bottom part of the inning.
Now running for Jones. Now hitting for Jones, number 18.
And this is going to be McCleskey coming to the plate. And this one line foul over to the tarp area. Man, just like the top part of the inning, Jones was a strike away from winning this thing. Eunice was a strike away from winning it in the bottom half of the inning. An error allowed the tying run to score. We're 5-5 now. And a line out to the third baseman, and that will do it. We've got extra innings. Why not? Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll come back with the top of the 8th right after this on Let'sGoICCTV.com.
This broadcast on Let'sGoICCTV.com is presented by Renasant Bank, Little Caesars, Food Giant, the Sonic of Fulton, your Etowah County Farm Bureau agent, Joey Cox, the ICC BSU, Bank of Okolona, Legend Sports Grill, the ICC Wesley Foundation, Choice Palm, Kegel Eye Center, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the ICC Alumni Association, and the ICC Foundation.
What's better than waiting in line at the bank? Literally everything. Renasant Bank's mobile check deposit lets you take care of checks wherever you want. Click on Deposit Check in the Renasant mobile app. Read and hit Continue on the bottom of the notice page. Sign it. Write your name, account number, and for mobile deposit only on the back. Photograph it, front and back, so we know it's real. Type in the amount, choose the account to deposit into, click Continue, and go on your way. You'll receive an email that is being processed, but hold on to the hard copy until the check clears, and then rip it up and throw it away. So what are you waiting for? Download the Renasant mobile banking app and make waiting in line a thing of the past. Check, phone, check. Renasant Bank, understanding you. Member FDIC.
And welcome back now. So we got extra innings here in Fulton, the first game of the day. So that 3 o'clock opening pitch for game 2, guess what? Nowhere close to it. What a crazy game. Eunice scores 3 in the top of the 7th to take a 5-4 lead, and an error on Eunice allows the tying run to score for Jones.
Leading off for LSU-Eunice is number 15.
And a good point. Coach Andy Kirk was up here, and he said, good point to make here. This is what MAC-JC softball is like. And so this is going to bring Godot to the plate. She is 0 for 3 on the day. Takes that first pitch for a strike. So Latour started this game. Trahan came into pitch. She was knocked out due to an injury. Crutchfield came in, and then Zumo came in as well. Bird started it for Jones, and now this is Donald in the circle. So Zumo and Donald. Now the pitchers of record in this one. That pitch foul straight back. 0-2 now is the count. ICC Baseball is in action if you're looking for that on the red channel. If you're watching here, they're on the East Central link, as that's going to be a ground ball, foul ball. You can find that link on Twitter, as we'll stay at 0-2. Looks like they're scoreless heading to the bottom of the second. 0-2 is the count. Swung on and missed for strike 3. They'll toss it down as Godot goes down swinging on a Renasant Bank strikeout.
Now
Renasant Bank, understanding you. RenaissanceBank.com. So now Doucette is coming to the plate. So 1-0 is the count. Doucette 2 for 3 on the day with a pair of singles and a run scored. Takes that one for a strike. One ball, one strike, one out. Doucette, the second baseman. Rips this one, and that's going to go for a base hit. It's going to be down for extra bases. Doucette will go into second, standing up, and a big-time clutch hit there for Eunice. So now the go-ahead run is in scoring position.
Now batting.
Third hit of the day for Dorian Doucette.
Sierra Gasca.
And now this will bring Gasca to the plate with one out and a runner at second. So one out. That pitch paints the outside corner for a strike. Well, if this was the NXT, they would be chanting "play forever," as this game has been exciting. And everything you anticipate between two of the top 5 countries in the team is that pitch across for a strike. 0-2 now is the count with one out and the go-ahead run at second. Can Eunice find a way to push it across? Can Jones find a way to get out of this inning? Only one out so far. That pitch missing low and outside. 1-2 now is the count. One ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. 1-2 pitch coming. Swung on and missed for strike 3. Big time Renasant Bank strikeout there. 2 outs in the inning. And it's not over with, folks. We've seen some big time 2-out hits, 2-out plays. They've been able to score some runs, especially in this last inning. And Saucedo will come to the plate. The grounder. Pitcher throws over in time for the putout. And that will do it there. So the run was left stranded at second. And Jones gets out of the jam with no damage done. We're going to take a break and come back with the bottom of the 8th inning Back with more right after this on Let'sGoICCTV.com.
What if Mississippi's community and junior colleges didn't exist? You'd see a much different Mississippi, one without these degrees. And the jobs that come from them. One where many would fail to get a higher education because affordable community and junior college is their only hope. We're in danger of this happening thanks to state budget cuts. In fact, Mississippi once ranked #1 in America's community and junior college systems. #1. But now has slipped out of the top 10, way out, which is already a consequence of budget cuts. So, what if community and junior colleges didn't exist? If budget cuts continue, we may well find out. Contact your legislator and tell them to support Mississippi's community and junior colleges.
Brock!
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. What a ball game we've had so far, and it's not over with yet. 5-5 as we go to the bottom of the 8th inning for Jones County. It'll be the 9-1-2 batters due up here. Brock, Lofton, and Murray. Brock swings on that pitch, missing low for strike 1. Well, right now, if you're Eunice, you got to find a way to get out of this inning, and that way you can get your power hitters back to the plate. But the only problem is you're about to run in to the heart of the lineup for Jones. Swung on and missed there for strike 2 out of Brock. She had a sacrifice bunt in her previous at-bat. This pitch popped back and out of play. We do have a Bank of Okolona scoreboard update. East Central gets a grand slam to take a 4-0 lead in the bottom of the 2nd inning. ICC leading that series 1-0. So East Central with their back against the wall. That pitch missing outside. 1-2 now is the count here on Brock. Good eye by Brock to hold off on that one. So the Indians just one game away from punching their ticket to the baseball region tournament. Ground ball, second baseman, plenty of time. Throw over for the first out of the inning. 4-3 on the putout as Munson had to put her foot back on the bag.
Now batting for Jones County, the top of the order, number 23.
And so Brock
Kelshaw
retired 4-3.
Lofton.
So now this will be Lofton coming to the plate. Lofton had a single, stole a base, and also drove in a run in her previous at-bat. This is who you do not want on the bags here if you're Eunice. Lofton has 2 stolen bases in the game. And she is quick as a hiccup. So the 0-1 pitch popped up. Can the catcher get to it? Can't get to it. My, oh my, what an effort. As it bounced out of the glove of the catcher that time. Godo. Boy, she could have come away with that play. As it just got out of your screen, that would have been a huge out.
2 outs here, or rather 2 strikes on Lofton.
So 0-2 with 1 out. Lofton having to protect the plate. Swing and a miss, a big-time strikeout there. Gets the speedster off the bags.
Now batting for Jones County, number 14.
And that is the first Renasant Bank strikeout of the game for Zumo. And now this is going to be Murray at the plate. So with 2 outs in the inning, Murray will dig in. She does have an RBI double on the day. She is 1 for 4. That pitch across for a strike. 0-1 is the count now here to Murray. 5-5 is your score. We're in the bottom of the 8th inning. This is a liner, and the second baseman makes the hop and gets the putout. So a 3-up, 3-down inning there. We've played 8. Let's go play 9. We'll take a break and be back with more right after that on Let'sGoICCTV.com.
I could get the extra most bestest with the most cheese and the most pepperoni for $6. Or I could get a pizza with less toppings for more money.
Get the most cheese and most pepperoni for the nation's best price. Little Caesars large $6 extra most bestest.
Pizza.
Did you know your child's eyes can be checked as young as 6 months of age? They do not have to know their letters or even be able to talk in order to receive a comprehensive eye exam. Your eye doctor can tell you many things just by looking at them. I'm Dr. Laurie Cagle of Cagle Eye Center in Fulton. We offer comprehensive eye exams to provide proper diagnosis and treatment of various eye diseases. Browse our large selection of frames available in prescription and non-prescription. Call to schedule your eye appointment today at Cagle Eye Center in Fulton.
At Food Giant, serving you is our #1 priority. We offer the freshest produce, highest quality meats, tasty baked goods, and the best meats and cheeses in our deli department. At Food Giant, you'll always find a staff member eager to help you find exactly what you need. Freshness, variety, value. Shop Food Giant today with several locations in North Mississippi.
And welcome back. As I tell you what, I like it when Eunice is changed inning because they get out there, they get in and get out.
Leading off,
Jones, well, they take a little bit more time
top of the order,
to get out to the field. But now here comes the top of the lineup here for Eunice. It'll be Doucette, Munson, and Henderson. Those were the ones that were the heroes for Jones in the top of the, or excuse me, for Eunice in the top of the 7th. That scored 3 runs. Jones was able to push across a run in the bottom half. We're tied 5, and we're in the top of the 9th inning here. First game of the day. We've got 3 of them coming your way here on Let'sGoICCTV.com. Big healthy swing and a miss. 0-2 now is the count here to Doucette. She is 2 for 4 on the day with 2 runs scored, a single, a triple, and an RBI. She's also grounded out to second, lined out to second. Looks at that pitch, borderline pitch, missing low and outside for a ball. 1-2 now is the count. So the 1-2 pitch coming, that one up high. 2-2 now is the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs as Doucette is leading us off here. Pitch coming. Ripped, and what a play at short. A leaping catch there by the shortstop to rob Doucette of what possibly could have been an extra base hit.
For LSU-Eunice, number 16.
And so now this is going to bring up Munson. Munson had that 2-run home run to tie the game. She's also got an RBI single. She's 2 for 4 on the day, but wow, what a play over at shortstop. Who wants this thing? That pitch outside corner. 4 strike 1. So 0-1 is the count. Change up, and it was a beauty. Flirting with disaster there with the power hitter Munson. But a beautiful pitch call across for the strike. 0-2 now is the count here on Munson. Fastball low and outside, not a bad spot to miss. 1-2 now is the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. The first baseman Munson at the plate. That pitch high, 2-2 now goes the count. So starting to get in the heat of the day. 2-2 pitch coming, missing low and outside. 3-2 now is the count. So Munson trying to find a way to get on here. We're in the top of the 9th. 3-2 is the count. Change up, fouled back. Good job that time by Munson just to be able to find a piece of the change up there because it for sure was in the strike zone. Fouled it back to keep the at-bat alive. So the count will stay at 3-2. Well, the outfielder's doing everything but sitting on top of the fence right now. Pitch coming. Fly ball, left field. Not going to be deep enough as the left fielder will come in and make the play for out number 2.
Now batting for LSU.
So 2 away
number
now.
2, Emily Henderson.
And this is Emily Henderson coming to the plate. She is 1 for 4 on the day. Had that solo home run right behind the 2-run shot by Munson. So trying to extend the inning here with 2 outs. Top of the 9th inning. Jones and Eunice tied at 5. 1-0 pitch coming. This pitch popped up. Third baseman going to take a few steps over in foul territory. Actually drift back on the line and will get the put out. 3 up, 3 down, go the Bengals. A big set of outs there as we'll move to the bottom of the 9th. Tied at 5, back with more right after this on Let'sGoICCTV.com.
When I was looking for a college back in the day, you know, I'm from Amory, Mississippi, just 30 minutes down the road, and I'm a homebody, and I had to commute, and I said, I need to go to a college that's not too far from home. And I heard of ICC. And once I stepped on campus, I knew this is the junior college I need to be at. I didn't think of another college. I said, this is it. When I stepped on campus, the atmosphere, it just was drawn to me, and I felt like this is where I belong. I belong here at Itawamba Community College because at that moment, I knew this is the best junior college on the planet. This is where I need to be. This is where I was planted. And that's why I am what I am today, because of Itawamba Community College.
And welcome back. Now as we move to the bottom of the 9th inning. 5-5 is your score. This will be Robinson, Venable, and Donald due up.
Emily Robinson.
Robinson on the day 0 for 3. She was hit by a pitch all the way back in the first inning. She has struck out. And so Robinson will lead things off here for Jones. Takes a look at that first pitch, missing low. This is Zumo in the circle here, the 4th pitcher of the day for Eunice. Ground ball foul. The third base umpire trying to go down and make a play on that one. Couldn't come up with it. 1-1 now is the count here on Robinson. Robinson, the third baseman for Jones. Off-speed pitch, foul back, out of play. 1-2 now is the count here on Robinson. Well, if you paid your money to get into today's games, $5, you've already got your money's worth. If you feel led, you can go back and pay a little bit more at the gate for the other 2 games. There's a rip, but there's a left fielder that makes the diving catch. See if we can see that one out there in left field. I don't think you can quite see it clear enough, as that was on a rope. Nope, the third base umpire gets in the way of it right as she makes the catch. But she slid and makes the play to retire Robinson. And now this is going to be Venable to the plate. She is 3 for 4 on the day. As that pitch missing low, 4 ball. She's got a single, a double, and another single. 2 runs scored. She has grounded out to third. Callie Venable, the birthday girl here, looking to try to give herself a gift. As this pitch popped up, right fielder is going to camp underneath it and squeeze it for the putout for out number 2. Could be a question of who's got the stamina to make it the longest in this game. And now this is going to be Hallie Donald, the DP. Now the pitcher in the game. She is 0 for 3 with a sacrifice bunt. Stands in, takes that first pitch for a strike. 0-1 is the count. She is struck out. Has kind of hit a little dribbler forward in her first at bat to end the first, and then also flew out to right field. Donald pops this one up. It's going to get out of play. Right fielder gives chase. So that goes for strike 2. So 0-2 is the count. Remind you, coming up next, ICC and East Central in the first elimination game of the day. Boy, they've got some tall tasks to follow in this one. 5-5 the score, bottom of the 9th, 2 outs. Pitch coming to Donald, misses outside. 1-2 now is the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, nobody on here. Bottom of the 9th. Zumo's pitch coming. And fouls it off, and we'll stay at 1-2. So 1-2 now is the count. Swing and a miss, a big-time Renasant Bank strikeout there to get a 3-up, 3-down inning. We've played 9. We're still tied. We'll take a break and come back with the top of the 10th right after this on Let's Go ICC TV.
We want to remind our softball tournament guests from
Sonic Nights is the highlight of the summer.
Oh, yeah. There's probably some pretty big names here checking out these half-price floats.
Oh, everyone who's anyone is here tonight. Look, there are those 2 guys.
What are they famous for?
Huh. I think for eating here all the time.
Are we good at eating here or what?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, come on.
For limited time, get real ice cream slushes, shakes, and floats half price after 8 p.m. during Sonic Nights. This is how you Sonic.
So you took Little Caesars Extra Most Bestest pizza that has the most cheese and pepperoni at the nation's best price and then stuffed more cheese into the crust?
Yep, it's got 3 feet of cheese stuffed in the crust.
Huh.
They added more cheese to the pizza with the most cheese. They added more cheese to the pizza with the most cheese. They added more cheese to their pizza with
Poor
the
guy.
most cheese.
Couldn't wrap his mind around all that cheese.
They added.
Got a large Little Caesars Extra Most Bestest stuffed crust pepperoni pizza for $9.
Pizza.
5-0.
And welcome back as we move now to the top of the 10th inning. Wow, what a ball game this has been, especially late if you're just now joining us. Well, you've missed out. As it was Jones leading it at 4-2 as we went into the 7th inning. And then it was a 2-out single by Mima Doucette. A 2-run home run by Monson tied the game. And then Emily Henderson followed with an absolute bomb to left center to give Eunice the 5-4 lead. Then we flip-flop to the bottom of the 7th inning. It was 2 outs with 2 strikes and an error on the shortstop after the ball deflected off of the pitcher that allowed the tying run to score. That made it 5-5, and here we are now on the top of the 10th. So this is going to be the 4, 5, 6 batters due up here. The right fielder Howard now at the plate for the 5th time today. That first pitch missing for a ball. 1-0 now is the count. Here's a high fly ball. Center fielder is going to jog over, camp underneath it, and squeeze it for the out number 1. So Howard retired for the 4th time today. She is now 1 of 4. She did have a single in her previous at bat. And now this is going to be number 4.
Carpenter.
And this is going to be Carpenter coming into bat for the 2nd time today. In her previous at bat, she grounded out to the shortstop. Swings on this one, fouls it out of play for strike 1. Well, that sun's starting to shift here in the ICC Foundation press box, and you can feel it. It is hot out there. 0-1 is the count. Pitch coming, change up, and it's a beauty for strike 2. So 0-2 is the count. Carpenter 0 for 1 on the day. She's batting in place of Wales, who was 2 for 3. That pitch, ooh, no idea where that one missed. Good looking pitch there, caught a ball. 1-2 now is the count. Well, ICC and East Central, they're scheduled to play sometime. And there's strike 3. Came back and didn't get the corner on the first pitch. Came back, aimed for it again, and got it that time. As that is the 3rd Renasant Bank strikeout of the day for Donald. And now up is going to be Godot. And she takes that first pitch for a strike. Well, Hallie Donald's just dialed in right now. She's filling up the strike zone. If you're just now joining us, you have missed a heck of a ball game. This pitch fouled straight back out of play. 0-2 now is the count here on Godot. We're in the top of the 10th inning. Tied at 5. Winner of this game will punch their ticket to the national tournament. The 0-2 pitch coming. That one outside for a ball. 1-2 now is the count. Of course, they'll go on to play in the winner's bracket part of the championship game, meaning they'll have to be beat twice in order to not win the region tournament championship. 1-2 is the count. Pitch coming, popped up, and it's going to get down the right field line, but foul. And so we'll stay at 1-2. 5-0 ICC trailing East Central in baseball. The ICC leads that series. As 1-2 now is the count. ICC leads that series 1-0. East Central trying to even it up here in the first game of the day. Ground ball, second baseman comes up with it, tosses it over for the putout. And now we're going to go to the bottom of the 10th inning. Another 3-up, 3-down inning there.
Updated scores.
As we'll take a break and be back with more right after this on Let's Go ICC TV.
In the bottom of the 6th, Jones 8, Hines 1.
My name is Alyssa Lipsy, and I really enjoyed coming here because I was financially stable. That was the biggest thing. And then I was close to home, so I wasn't too far from my family. I was in Pontotoc County, so I had that guaranteed tuition. But they offer so many more scholarships. Like there's ACT scholarships. I had gotten one because I had a high enough ACT. I was involved in Indian delegation, so that gave me a scholarship. And when I came to ICC, I had support from beginning to end, before orientation up until graduation. It was amazing. I just had that one-on-one with everyone I was involved with and everything I did. And I don't know, it just made me a better Alyssa coming here. I go to Ole Miss without paying a dime out of my pocket just because all the stuff I did here at ICC and all the stuff I got involved in and making connections with my teachers as well as the students that were here and just being open-minded to change. And I mean, I'm not having to owe anybody any money to go to school, so that's pretty amazing. And ICC was able to do that for me in the long run.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as this will be Sykes leading us off here in the bottom of the 10th inning. Yes, you heard me right, bottom of the 10th inning. As Zumo, her first pitch across for a strike. Sykes, Denton, and McCleskey scheduled up here in the bottom of the 10th. 5-5 is the score. There's going to be a drop that's going to, or excuse me, a hit that's going to drop for a leadoff single. And a good job there by Sykes to start the inning off with a hit. We'll see if Jones will elect to try to bring in a runner in this situation.
Number 30, Faith Denton.
And they are going to stay with Sykes, the first baseman. That was her third hit of the day, and now up is going to be Denton. Denton showing bunt, lays it down. Only one play, and that's over to first in time for the sacrifice bunt. A big play there, 1-3 on the putout. The runner does advance over in scoring position now.
Now batting for Jones County, number 18, Gracie McCleskey.
And this will be McCleskey coming to the plate. She is 0 for 3 on the day. She was batted for in the 6th inning by Guyton, who reached on a single. McCleskey, and that's going to drop. Is this going to do it? No, they're going to hold her at third. Did not get far enough away that time, as that's going to be a single there. So now decision-making time here for LSU-Eunice. Do you walk the runner to load the bases to get the force out at home? There's only one out in the inning. This is going to be number 13 coming to the plate here. This is going to be Gilbert for Jones with one out, runners on the corners.
Pinch hitting for Jones, number 13, Bailey Gilbert.
And so Gilbert coming to the plate. Winning run is at third. 5-5 is your score. Do they pitch to Gilbert? take their chances with Lofton, or they go after Gilbert here with only one out in the inning. Runners on the corners. And they're going to go after Gilbert. First pitch across for a strike from Zumo. Drama here in the bottom of the 10th. 5-5 is the score. Winning run is at third. That's Sykes. The 0-1 pitch coming. Ripped but foul. 0-2 now is the count. Boy, if Zumo could find a Renasant Bank strikeout here, it would be huge. You don't worry about the runner at first. That's McCleskey who singled before Gilbert came to the plate. So 0-2 is the count. One out. Pitch coming. That pitch, whoa. Missing low. Good looking pitch there. Tough one to take that time. As Gilbert with a good eye there. 1-2 now is the count. Winning run at third. One out. Bottom of the 10th. Pitch coming. That pitch up high. 2-2 now is the count. Winner of this game goes on to the national tournament next week. They'll also play for the region championship. This feels like a championship game here. Bottom of the 10th, 5-5, 2-2 pitch coming. Grounder right back to the pitcher. She's going to look the runner, and they're going to throw it over to third. She's safe. Zumo that time looked the runner back. Did not know if she had enough time to go get the out at first. And so that'll be a fielder's choice for Gilbert, and runner's going to come in this situation. I believe this may be Brock re-entering to run. And now Coach Lee wants to come out and talk to his team here with one out and bases full of Bobcats. And this is going to be Lofton coming to the plate. Lofton is 1 for 4 with a walk, a single, two stolen bases, a run scored, and 2 RBI. Well, the key to this situation is now it doesn't matter who's on second. It doesn't matter who's on first. You've got your force out at home, but no place to put a batter in this situation. There's one out.
Now batting for
Lofton, who struck out her previous at bat, will come to the plate.
Kelshaw Lofton.
The winning run is at third base for Jones. We're in the bottom of the 10th inning with only one out and bases loaded. Zumo trying to pitch around this trouble here. First pitch, foul back. 0-1 is the count here to Lofton. Well, the outfield is shallow because if anything hit deep, it's not going to matter, as it will score the run on the sacrifice fly. 0-1 is the count. Lofton takes that pitch high. 1-1 now is the count. Infield is in, or they'll creep in a little bit. Lofton, the leadoff batter. She's got plenty of speed, but her speed's not the problem right now. It's her bat. Winning run is at third. 1-1 pitch coming, and that's going to do it. Ball game, a walk-off single for Lofton. Back up the middle and celebrate Jones. You win it in exciting fashion. 6-5 in the bottom of the 10th on a walk-off single by Lofton. Jones will advance to the region championship game. They'll also advance to next week's national tournament. What a ball game, ladies and gentlemen. This was an instant classic. As you see, the coach for Jones, Chris, was over there celebrating, got tackled by one of his players. 6-5 is your score. Eunice will go on to the loser's bracket. That'll be coming your way. It's supposed to be coming your way at folks. It won't be coming your way at 5, folks, as that's going to do it. We'll be back with ICC East Central in the first elimination game of the day. Should be coming your way in about 30 minutes here on Let'sGoICCTV.com. That's going to do it for game 1. Jones wins it in walk-off fashion in the bottom of the 10th. Back in about 30 minutes here on Let'sGoICCTV.com.
When I think of potential, I think of a matchstick. When a matchstick reaches its potential, it releases a flame that ignites everything around it. 2018 brings new potential for you and your life at Itawamba Community College, where you are each empowered to do great things. You can be better, accomplish more, and live a life that is above the bar. Your potential is here.